Okay, does that fix it? Okay, cool. My bad, my bad, my bad. I don't know what was going on with the mic. I have no clue. I was editing a video earlier because I was doing a collab. Well, I'm doing a collab with Haku on his channel, and all of the clips just sounded like that. I thought the clip's audio was corrupted. I just assumed like maybe there was something wrong with the mic. Sounded like a nuke just went off. Let me play it back. Let me hear what you guys heard real quick. Oh yeah, that's fucking atrocious. My bad, my bad. This stream, there is a few things I want to do. First, I want to get some new possibilities. Secondly, I want to build this guy as a countershot defender. So we're gonna like re-roll this guy a bunch of times. Rough play, no thank you. We're basically gonna re-roll that guy a couple of times till we get like some decent passives. I'm thinking like counter or probably not justice. I probably just want counter to be fair. But yeah, I'm gonna run him as Kung Fu Fight and countershot defender and then just use that as a video. Then I might do some Kizuna Town stuff as well near the end like last time. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I'm pretty sure that thing that happened with my mics happened before. But it hasn't happened in a while. It was a hello, MJ. Blink if I need help. It's crazy. If you go to Kizuna Road, you can exit without saving and it will reset your characters you went to check. What do you mean by that? I actually have 2 Kizuna Towns, so I can farm bond flowers twice. Oh, I have 3, but I haven't touched this 3rd one. Getting the 3rd one to 3k is probably going to be the hardest, because I think I have... This one is exactly 3k, and then this one I think is slightly over. I believe you don't have to restart the game to reroll. You can just exit the Chronicle map from the menu, come back onto after summoning your spirit. Maybe, I'm not sure. I have 25 bond flowers in my 2 cities. Hello, Dwagon. Good question. Which do I prefer? Striker shooting system in clashes or focus battles and zone mechanic? Shooting system in clashes. If by clashes you mean castle walls, then definitely that. Or like counter shots and stuff like that, then definitely the clashes. Like, I like focus battles, don't get me wrong, but it's just nowhere near as fun as like counter shooting. I might just start buying stuff from the spirit shop instead of like the normal shops, because I probably have like a decent amount of flowers now. I should probably be collecting these more, but sometimes I just cannot be bothered. Just press the save button and then the 3rd button under that menu. You guys will probably have to walk me through it because I'm not understanding. I don't want my town to be like a lot more tightly compact and like cozy, but I'm liking this. I might just make the next one like that. But buying the resources and the fact that you can only have like one of some things is a bit annoying. Like you can only have one of these buses, I think one of these. Like if you've got the Ares DVDs to get the extra stuff, you can have like multiple, but yeah. No, I'm a massive fan of the caps on certain things. I think I collected all of them from this town. in this one. The thing with the like flower counter is that it's actually bugged. Like there's flowers in this bontown as you can like see all around, but it says there's 0 if I stand still. So like to know if you have bonflowers, you have to actually go to like your first town and then check from there. Anything back here? No. I think that might be all of the flowers. Do I have an actual shop in here that I can check, or do I have to actually leave? Probably will have to leave. Let me go to my other bontown. Oh, do I prefer focus battle minigame or real-time dribbling to Satsu clashes? I prefer focus battles. Let me go to my shop. $37 god hand herbs, 44 flowers. I think you have to buy one of them from the other mode. Right, so I'm in Kizuna Town. I go to my team dock. I do the summon. Where even is he? Oh, he's here. I did want to use this guy as well, because he looks a bit like Gojin. He'll be like my Gojin stunt double until he actually releases. But like, I'm noticing that a lot of the strikers I like are Earth type. Like I have Sakurazaki, I like Zanark, but Zanark's not on my team. I did have Adult Zanark as a coordinator, but you know, I removed him for Rika. And then, who else? Haru's Earth, this guy's Earth. Like, there's a lot of good Earth type, what's it called? Strikers in this game. I do like this guy as well. Pretty sure his stats are not very good compared to other characters, but like, I like his design, so I might use him. Rough play again. Disgusting. The first 3 passives are actually not bad. Actually, never mind that. Third one technically is, because I want to run him as a defensive counter shooter. Oh, I get what you mean. Is that faster though, or is that slower? No, I guess it is faster, I think. Well, thank you for the tip. Thank you very much. I think that should save me a lot of time then. Rough play again. Probably should have tried it with like a lower rarity, because at least from my experience, when it comes to like lower rarity characters, the variance in their archetype seems to be like more common. We're on Chronicle Mode 2. What was it? Just the same method in Chronicle mode, but in the route itself. Because I think if I do it in the team dock in that menu there, then it saves every time I do something. This might take a while. Maybe I should have done this like later into the stream. Rough play again. Not great. Do I have a lower rarity version of him? Because if so, that might be better to re-roll with. Nah, it doesn't look like it. At least not in terms of the greens or blue. I might add Sidro to the team just so I can farm him for spirits. Because then I can get his Keshin. Because Emperor Shadow is a cool move. Like I have Kisoji as a coordinator because I do like Kisoji, but also so I can get Entertainer. Yeah, fuck. I'm gonna have to keep rerolling this one. Bond. Need to get a show AT passive of this one actually. I'd prefer something else. I'll do a couple more. If I don't get it within those, then I might just do some BB campaign and then come back to rerolling after I do one. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Own castle wall defense. That is somewhat valuable actually. Own castle wall defense plus 4.7%. That is decent. Do I want that though? For what team am I going? I can show you my team. This is just my team here. These two spots, I might remove this guy because I love this guy's design. I like his just love his design, it's just cool. But I do want to run Kusaka from Go Galaxy and I want to run Tetsukato. But I also want to run the guy I showed before, Nomo, as a counter shot defender. So someone is going to have to get removed from this specific team. I also have this team to help people farm Haru spirits. Then I'd have still my third slot open. Don't know. Does it reroll everything? It can reroll every passive in the archetype as well. Don't know if I should keep that one or not, because that 4.7% castle wall buff is quite good. I don't know, that seems pretty valuable. I have two spirits, so I can just reroll the second one. Or I can like reroll both, maybe. Like this is the first three passives are very good, but the second two I just don't give a fuck about. Because like, I'm not running like any more foul rate reduction, and like the tension knockback is actually fine. I don't know. I did want some counter or something. Well, this might be good. Now, I'll reroll the second one a couple times, actually. Let me save this so I don't lose the spirit. Is the team already post-patch, or do you have to update it? Was it after work or before work yesterday? I think a bit of both. Like, before work and after work yesterday, I actually, like, grinded my, like, passes back. Like, oh. As you can see on, like, my Kasoji, I have Tension, I have Counter on this guy, I have Justice on Rika. And then, yeah, I pretty much just grinded everything yesterday. It didn't take as long as I thought, but I'm not a big fan of the fact that we grinded everything in the first place. They took it away from us, we had to re-grind everything. And then they took that away because they reverted the patch, and then we had to re-grind again. We'll always be there if I make a rough play team in the future. That is true, yeah. I don't know though. Like, I have, where is it? This is like stupid. Oh, you can't see my cursor? But I have 40.5% KP for 15 seconds on a counter. I think counter is, how do I put it? I think because Justice is so broken, people are sleeping on counter. Because keep in mind, let's say my goalkeeper's at double elemental disadvantage. They have, like, my goalkeeper's earth type, so let's say they have Hakuryu with Fire Tornado Triple Crusher, and then I go for Sacred Embrace. Because I have, like, let's say my counter passes are active, I negate the elemental advantage completely, and it's just a neutral interaction, basically. I do have some short AT with it as well. I have 18% on, like, counter, but, like, I don't really give a fuck about short AT. Like, how do I put it? Their stats aren't great, like, they're obviously goalkeepers, but they do have the extra short AT passives. We also get more direct short AT with 20% bond. But, like, my team hits somewhat hard already. 756 base power moves, you know. I was considering, like, when Gojin comes out, I might take off Sakurazaki. It's broken. The thing is, I would agree that, how to put it? I'd agree that it was broken if there wasn't an activation condition. Like, and if the duration was a bit longer. I think 15 seconds, like, if the enemy knows you're running counter, then they can just stall you out, basically. Basically run wire on the watch back out of 600, 700 points more on every focus battle. They're probably just running like maximum justice then. They probably like have their, like all of their coordinators probably just have justice here. Their coach is probably full justice as well. Their players are probably justice too. And then custom passives. Don't forget to add like your custom passives. Like, I have item drop rate up because I've been farming stuff. But yeah, have like shot AT up, have castle wall stuff up, like focus up. Make sure to have these on your players as well. They're not massive buffs, but they do make a difference. There also was a bug where you could run coach passives on your coordinators. So some people are running 120% justice. There is a cap on it now. I don't know what the cap is because I haven't really ran as much justice. I only have 37.5. But yeah. Hello, Caleb. They're on full justice and the plus 2% focus scramble. Okay. I love min-maxing. Force me to waste time to be allowed to enjoy the game. I think someone put it best. They said that, well, I was basically saying that every update they've made the grind more tedious and more like long and drawn out. I'm yapping. I need to like reroll my stuff. But like every update they've made the like grind more tedious and more drawn out. Whereas like in previous games, it was very long, but it wasn't as crazy as this. So it's going to get to the point where we have update after update after update and the game just becomes grind slop. Justice cap is 50%. It's still a bit too high. Justice at 50. I think that's a decent cap. I would have preferred something slightly lower. Like maybe 35%. 35% is probably like crazy low actually. Maybe 40%. Maybe Maybe 40% would be like a decent cap. 50 is fine. I think 50 is way too high. At least for me personally. Because you're forgetting that Justice has no activation condition. There's no build up. There's no nothing like that. You just get it out of the box fresh. Like the moment the match starts, you're buffed. You're on go. Whereas let's say there's like a breach team. A breach team needs to build up tension. Then they actually need to, how do I put it? Like every other archetype has conditions that need to be met in order to trigger it in the first place, whereas Justice just doesn't have that. And I feel as if Justice needs some type of activation condition. I feel as if we can't just be getting this big of a buff for free. Like, I know I'm running like Sengoku up front, he's a goalkeeper. Dantoya up front, he's a goalkeeper. You know, like I'm running goalkeepers in my midfield and defense. They do need that extra buff that Justice provides, and it is good to just have that flat so they're not dead weight on the field, but I don't know, I just think Justice is a bit too strong. Souls PvP also gear dependent, as if that matters. What do you mean by that? How about making a singular currency, fixing shops into one, making ranked about skill instead of stats? I might just stop playing ranked altogether, actually. Like, in terms of like the meme videos I do, I might just do like the like stupid stuff like Sengoku forward and Dantoya forward. I might do that stuff on rank just to get people's reactions to it. Because like with the Sengoku video, we were getting multiple rage quits when I was recording that. Like people were just turning off the game. Dantoya, not so much. I don't think we got a rage quit with Dantoya actually. Did we? I don't think we got a rage quit with Dantoya. But like stuff like that, I think I might do that on ranked because like it's just funnier. But like other stuff I might just do in chronicle mode and offline, because online is just not fun. On the topic of that, I am thinking of hosting like a casual like oriented tournament where it's not like a tournament where it's like a round robin or something like that where you like battle against people. It'll be more of a tournament of like creativity. So like let's say like one category would be like the best clip. The clip could be something you do in story mode, it could be something you do in chronicle or like Kizuna Town with your friends or something like that. Or the clip could be like you utilizing a bunch of different mechanics to make a perfect shot or reach a ridiculously high shot AT value, something like that. And then I'd have one where it would be like the most creative team, and then one where it's like the most creative build or something like that. I'm still like brainstorming up ideas, but I feel as if there's a lot to take part in this community when it comes to the competitive side, but when it comes to the casual side, there's just not shit to do, to be fair. Or at least not that I've seen. The thing is, ranked is the only playable mode for me because it has a level cap, and outside of it, it's so unbalanced, and offline it's too easy. Like Zenless Zone Zero type easy. I haven't actually played Zenless Zone Zero. I tried to stay away from gacha games like that. But yeah, I get what you mean. I've just been enjoying myself grinding offline. I'm just like making meme builds and stuff like that. What was I gonna do? I was gonna reroll this guy. Bond again? Scramble, shot AT. Nah. I'm genuinely considering just taking the one we had before, because those passives do seem valuable. Like, what does Shadow have? Shadow's Justice, I think. Yeah, he has Castle plus 3% for the entire team. Whereas the other guy, his shot stats are like way lower than Shadow's, because Shadow is like obviously like a main story character. I think he's like the 3rd or 4th tier in terms of like power, so he's actually pretty decent, whereas the other guy is like a bit lower actually. I don't remember how low his stats actually are, but like yeah, I might just run the one we had before. I'll reroll a couple more times. If I don't get anything I like, then I'll just use the one we got first. Oops. Rough play again. This is just a worse version of the one we got before. I'll do like 1 or 2 more rerolls. If both of those I don't like, then I'll just head straight to BB campaign and we'll try and grind some new possibilities. I'm gonna need quite a few actually, because if I look at my team, like these two need them the most, because like certain characters are almost done. Like Rika's mom's basically done. My OC doesn't need new possibilities actually. Shadow's done. I want to remove Killer Slide from you because I don't know. I've never really been a big fan of Killer Slide. Who else needs some? I think you're fine. Maybe you actually, so I can run something different. Maybe you as well. But yeah, I'm gonna need quite a few new possibilities. As well as for the guy we're about to train up to. I think I've bought and used all of the ones from the story mode as well. Rough play again. Let me check. This one might be better than the one. Because they have the same cost of wall passive actually. I don't really dash much in general in terms of like the power dash. You know, I'll just grab the spirit back and then go to BB battles. Gameplay is about who has a bigger number. For the most part, yeah. BB battles. I need new possibilities. I could like reroll some chests, but I've already been rerolling the spirit this entire time. I don't want to waste you guys' time. Because I have 39 of these chests, 163 of these, 26 of these, and I only have 1 new possibility. Probably gonna reroll these ones to get the exclusive Hisatsus that are in them. After that, I don't know, actually. Spirit Market. Are there any counter shots in here? No. Not wasting because you choose to be here. I mean, fair enough, that is like valid logic. Campaign. The thing that baffles me is there's only this many teams. There's so many teams in the game and they only decided to make these. Like there's not even Protocol Omega 1.0 and 3.0, it's just 2.0. Like, I think Somiyoka's not even on INAZUMA Japan. This is like day 1 INAZUMA Japan. How do you roll the chests? Basically, you want to open the chest. If it's not something you want, you go back to the save menu in the main menu. Then you download your cross save. So you want to save first, then you want to cross save. Then you want to open a chest. If it's not what you want, you re-download your cross save and you get the chest back. I'll do INAZUMA Japan. I went to do on max difficulty. Well, gonna have to cancel that. I wish I could just do this with my own team. Like, aside from chests, I wish there was a way to... Oh, can I not... I fucking mashed the button again like a dumb bitch. I wish there was a way to just do this with my own team, because then that would be more fun. INAZUMA Japan, max difficulty. There we go. I think doing it on max difficulty guarantees 2 chests and then 1 new possibility. Breach Tobitaka. I'm gonna vomit. Kurimatsu's actually good. He'd be good in midfield. This Kurimatsu's actually good. Hino's begging us to use him. This Tachimakai's actually good in midfield. Or like defensive midfield. Do you have Meteor Blade? You do. I'm putting you here. Actually, let me put you here. Then put you here. I could run like this. This seems fun. You hate the OC's eyes in the game, ruin every design you can do. I understand you. Like, I wanted to run at first. I like what my OC has now, but at first I did want to run the sunglasses, like the cool looking ones. But I literally couldn't because they were way too low for the eyes. I think the best course of action is... No, because that's neutral, because he's... Might as well just do that. Get some chip damage in. Min-maxing here as well. This is on max difficulty, so I haven't actually played this mode on max difficulty yet. Is there any better way to get new possibilities than just like grinding this mode? Or like am I screwed? Like aside from like chests and stuff. Max diff is just higher levels, nothing else. That's a shame. I hope they improve the AI or something to make it harder on the higher difficulties. Because when it comes to Chronicle mode, in terms of higher difficulties, the only difference is that they spam special moves. Which doesn't make it more difficult, it just makes it more annoying. I don't think it would be as annoying if special moves ran down the timer a bit more, but since they don't, it's just annoying. That's offside, I didn't mean to pass to you. I also hate the player switching in this game, it's atrocious. I wanted to counter shot with Hiroto there, but he got blown out, so I'm not gonna make it in time. Shot block. I don't need to actually. There we go. Remember, someone told me that they're gonna allow us to, what's it called, have 3 castle walls and bring back goalkeeper absorption. Well, goalkeeper castle wall absorption. If they do that, it's gonna be pretty cool. Damn, I lost to 62%. Okay. Like, in this situation here, I wanted to switch to Hiroto there, but I physically couldn't because the game wouldn't let me. If I pass it back, I can just do this. I think if they like reduce, well, they don't have to reduce the grind, they just need to make it 1 more fun and 2 more, like, how do I put it? Just more intuitive. I think a massive thing they need to do that would make the game, that would make the game a lot more, well, not even just the game, just buying moves a lot more easier, is to just like put the story mode shops in the marketplace. I'm gonna counter this. You can move out the way. If he doesn't chain, okay, cool, we can counter this. I didn't check if he had an awakening. I could have awakened to make that hit harder if he did have one. I have to do this 7 more times just for one new possibility. I do not blame people who just hack shit in, to be honest. Damn. I mean, fair enough. I don't know, maybe I'd expected too much because of all the delays and stuff. It's just a theory, but I'm assuming they probably wanted to delay the game again and not actually release it in November. Because this, like, a lot of... how do I put it? There's a lot of things in this game that just scream unfinished. I'm not talking about bugs and all of that stuff. Like, quite a few other things. Do you think we'll see the areas in Orion content added to the game, consider it's not on the calendar? They said January and February, but I mean, it's level 5, so we don't know if we can take their word for it. Do I need to block this? Nah. Never mind, yes. Wasn't paying attention to what was on my screen. If I was to guess like a specific day, I'd probably say like the last week of January, and then probably like early March, late offside, damn. Like early March, late February as well. One thing you know they won't change what everyone asking for. One thing they won't change. Probably the cap on justice. I just, like, all of these updates are fine. I know they're trying their best, but for me personally, it's kind of just like... I think the passives one is the most egregious, but how do I put it? We grinded for the passives in the first place. We grinded for those custom passives. We then got those taken away from us, and we had to grind to get inferior versions back, and that grind was significantly longer because it was more RNG. Then we got those taken away from us because they reverted the patch, and we had to grind for the like the original passives back from the custom like things we had set. It just feels like I get the whole thing companies want is, oh, this guy doesn't have an awakening, is that they want player attention. They want you to be on the game grinding so they can like, well, not necessarily their balance sheet for investors. Oh, that chunked my attention. But like, just to make the game seem more advertising to like, mostly new players, but also to other like stakeholders. Add more team slots, 9 is not enough. I mean, fair enough, I haven't really used any of my team slots. Before I did say, like, make the grind more fun, but I don't know how they'd be able to make the grind more fun, actually. Maybe they reward you for playing with friends more, or like, I don't know, maybe more rewards for Kizuna Town. Maybe Kizuna Town can drop new possibilities from the balls, or like Chronicle mode gives you, like, I don't know, they could just make the grind more fun. There's certain things they can do. Like, it may seem like very, how do I put it? It may seem very stupid at face value, but there are things they can do to make the grind more fun. You think they won't make the grind? Well, they won't reduce the grind? Less currencies. Yeah, I think a lot of people want less currencies because shit is all over the place right now. First of all, I don't care about the reason it's hurting me, so why would I care about investors? Hey, fair enough. I feel as if, like, first and foremost, they are a business. So there are certain things they need to do in order to stay afloat. I was running you here. Defensive mid. You here. What do you have? Counter. Focus powers, that's quite good. Why does Kurimatsu have short AT boost? You're a breach, so you can get the fuck off. Agreed, I like grinding, but this is ridiculous. Yep. Fortunately, I can already see what's gonna happen with this game. I'll 100% probably Chronicle mode once everything's out, and play a game by going through story mode. Oh, fair enough. I wonder if they know that people are complaining about the grind. Like, or if they just think that, oh, it's fine. Because, like, I get that certain things are not intentional. Like, the custom passives thing was not intentional, so they patched it out. But, like, certain things like the bean glitch, like, and other things like that, they were, like, very, like, beneficial in reducing the grind. I wonder if we're gonna get anything like that to compensate for them taking a bunch of stuff out that made the grind, like, less, like, intense. Because I've had a few people like comment on my videos saying they're new to the series, they've bought the game, and it just seems very overwhelming how much they need to do. Damn, I was hoping I'd get the shot off before the slide hit me. To be fair, I only have 5% justice on this team. I could just start slide tackling. I think I've just conditioned myself not to so that Sengoku doesn't lose too much power. I'm not crazy about online ranked, so I don't know what this game holds for me in the future other than building fun teams. I haven't even completed the story yet. Damn. The story is quite, though, the ending of the story is quite good. Like, the start of the story is kind of, well, I'd say the story overall is good. This game's story is good. But, there's certain things that really say that they did not finish it. Like, how do I put it? For example, the minigame where we have the scouts and we have to basically question the scouts. The fact that we had to play that one minigame that many times, constantly back to back to back, or we could not progress, just screams to me like, oh, we had nothing to put here, so we just did that. Rush the game out. They know the grind is bad, they added advanced time. I guess that's true, yeah. My first slide tackle is a foul, love to see it. Other games don't treat you like this. Yeah, I get it. You should not have to get certain spirits to unlock certain moves like Chaos Break, Grand Fenrir. I don't think moves that are under 100 base power should even be in the spirit shop. And like the grind for certain moves is diabolical. You need like 10 God Hand Herbs, 10 Inazuma Flowers, and then like a level 60 Keto just to get one Prime Legend manual. Like that's ridiculous. Like if Prime Legend was the strongest move in the game, like if it was like base 110 instead of base like 100, then I'd be like, okay, that's fine. But that's ridiculous. Like even Zanark's Disaster Break costs like bond items. It costs bond items and then legendary Zanark spirits, and it's a base 70 move. The story isn't good though. The only character arc is Haru's. Destiny makes tactics are terrible in both universes, and as a football fan, most developments appear like Deus Ex Machinas. I disagree. I think the story was good. I think the story was quite good. I think it was very enjoyable as well, especially the last match. I think the Royal Academy match was fun as well. The little interactions with like the other teams, like the side teams and the friendly matches, I think those were good. I think I would have liked more, but I think those are good. In terms of the special moves they added in this game, I think that I'm just gonna be blunt. Not very much was added. Like if you pick a random character from the story, 9 times out of 10 they just have recycled moves from the previous 2 sagas. Whereas like in previous games, they had a lot more Hisatsus added to the game to the point where it was like every chapter or so you'd see a new Hisatsu, or like not even every chapter, like multiple times per chapter you'd see a new Hisatsu, whereas in this game you need to wait like two chapters or something like that. And even most of Raimon have like have like recycled moves from the old teams. There's no new block for Raimon, no new dribble, I think, just Haru's moves and the 2 goalkeeper moves as well. What else? Royal Academy were quite good. Royal Academy, Eastwind Peregrine, they had some nice ones. I think Sniper Shot from Nishinomiya is like one of the best looking moves in the game. Like the moves they added, aside from like the reskins, you could really tell that there was a lot of effort put into those moves, but there's just very few. I think someone said there was like 30 something moves added, which it may sound a lot to someone who's new to the series, but that's not a lot at all. Like you'd think that these massive story teams, well, these massive teams that had story impacts in the past, like Hakuren, Fukuoka's, not Fukuoka, Fosho, what else? Hakuren, Fosho. My mind's gone blank, but you'd think teams like that would have like a new move, like a new Blizzard move or something along those lines, and they just kind of don't. The last match literally tells you there are no stakes, everyone wins, no sadness, like why bother even? Why would a Vice Head monster deal with a plotting for a middle school club? I get where you're coming from, but this is INAZUMA 11. Shit like that has always been a thing and is always probably going to be a thing. Like that shit doesn't really, how to put it, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things in terms of the story itself. No, fuck, wrong person. I wanted to counter that. Might as well just boot it down. I ain't saying you can't like the story. I like JJK, I admit it's bad. I don't think the story's bad. I do like the story of this game, but I don't think it's bad. I think for an INAZUMA 11 story, it is. I think it's. For an INAZUMA 11 story, I'd give it like. Overall, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. Maybe an 8, maybe. But I give it like a 7 out of 10 for an INAZUMA 11 story. I think a lot of things like dragged it down, like the scouting at the start, that was atrocious. The fact that you couldn't use your OC until chapter 7, that was quite bad as well. Like, why make us create an OC if we can't use him off it? Why would we have to wait till chapter 7 to use the OC? I think that's like a very questionable decision. What do you mean, tentacle head? How do you unlock God Break when it's not in any of the shops? You have to get it from a chest, so more grinding. Unless you reroll stuff. What moves can you get from a chest? I have like a list. I listed down all the things you can get from a chest. Let me bring it up for you. One second. Okay, so from a chest you can get Furing Kazan Destroy, which is Elemental Destroy. You can get Psycho 11 Harder, which is Ultimate 11 Assault. You can get God Break, Emperor Penguin X, Grand Fire, Tenku Otoshi, which is Celestial Smash. You can get Zero Magnum, the Phoenix, High Voltage, Omega the Hand. You can get a Hero Kido and a Hero Shindo as well. Telenku is a nepo baby of loving but confused father who's never done anything else and justified the entire story. Oh, Sakurazaki, I haven't pulled much on the gacha. Like, if I show you I have like 600 something bond stars, so I just haven't been pulling on the gacha system. Most of my heroes are from the Chronicle mode. I think I have Hero Rococo, Hero Goenji, I have 2 Hero Alpha Spirits that I haven't actually summoned. I have a Hero Shindo that I got from a chest. A Hero Tachimakai. I think that might be it. There's also a higher tier of There's also a higher tier of chests that's been data mined that's not currently in the game. I'm assuming that when those drop, we'll be able to get like the Nixie Max moves from Go Chrono Stones and like in those chests. Like Great Max Noray, what else? Holy moly. Also, just saying new possibilities that allow you to unlock move slots should not have been a thing. Every character should be able to swap whatever moves they want with no cost at all. I 1,000,000% agree. What the fuck? Come on, Todd, get the pass. He ran away from the ball, bro. I think new possibilities are one of the worst additions this game has. Why is there literally every other game in the series that you swap moves whenever, but this game stops you and then forces you to grind BB or resource 3 mode? The thing is, like, you can't even, like, the story mode thing, I get what you're saying, but the story mode one is limited. It's not even like you can constantly grind in the story mode to get them. Like, if that was the case, then I'd be fine with it. Like, I wouldn't have any complaints about new possibilities being having to, well, you having to grind for them, because then there's certain NPCs in the story mode that drop specific cards, so you could just Does it sound better now or no? I just need to buy a new mic. I've had this one for a few years now, so yeah. Just noticed they're wearing Genesis boots. New possibilities being limited to story is ridiculous. Agree, 1,000,000% agree. Look, my mic's been doing that the entire day. Maybe I just need to restart my laptop. Like, once I end stream, I'll just restart it. Nah. Oh no. Oh no, never mind. I thought I was going for wormhole. Can Kurimatsu score? Yes, he can. Nice. Not trying to doom and gloom, but what's one change and a development team can make that would make you quit the game for good and never go back? Anything that makes the grind even more tedious. I don't think there's anything that will make me drop this game forever. Like, until this game came out, I was still playing like the previous games. But I probably still will play the previous games, like, even though this game is out. So I don't think I'll ever drop this game, but like, I think I'll definitely start playing less if they just keep increasing the grind with no, like, with no way of making it more fun. Like, if the grind keeps getting higher and the amount of fun I'm having is just staying the same, then, or even decreasing, then, I don't know. I'll probably definitely play less. Where is it? Now, this is what I'm talking about. 70 base power move that costs 3 Zanark spirits and 3 God Hand herbs. Like, is that not insane? Like, that's 70 base power. I can go to Chronicle Store right now. I can buy INAZUMA drop for 20 black files and 12 Archie notes. And this is a counter shot as well, so it has even more value than Disaster Break. Like, twin boost, 70 base power move, and that's very cheap. It only costs rice balls and then globes. Like, INAZUMA 1, Death Zone, like what? Game is fun, but the lifespan is too artificially inflated by the grind. 1,000,000% agree. Think they'll add a way to mix C-Max or different forms to your character. I hope they do, but I'm not sure if they will. Oh, hello, Inns. You want a VR challenge for a vid? Ace Striker Sengoku. Well, Ace Striker Sengoku and Ace Striker Dantoya. There's your challenge. Show me your OC stats. I'm considering changing them. Like right now these are the stats. 193 kick, 201 control, 204 technique. And then you can see the rest there. I'm considering boosting the defensive stats because right now he's defender forward because I want to counter shoot. But I can still counter shoot even if I don't use him as a forward. Like let me take a step back. Let me show you the Abalone board real quick. If I go to my Abalone board here, I have Viva Bamri no Chojo V3, I have Warborg as a Keshin, Twin Sun Smash, Foil Formula, and then I'm not really using the other slots, I just filled them with Great Wall V3. I could, like if I went defender goalkeeper instead of defender forward, then I could just use a Keshin slot to give myself a shot and then I'd boost my stats further. Like let me take a screenshot of this. Let's see how much it drops the offensive stats by and how much it increases the defensive stats by if I went goalkeeper defender instead of defender forward. Edit avatar. This will reset the moveset, but I'm glad we don't need to use new possibilities on our OCs. Why is my thing bugged? Like, you see that there? It says Armorify with two not wood moves, two wind moves and then curve and cut. I'm running counter and earth type as well. Why do you think they never added New Game Plus to all the other games? Maybe they just didn't think of it because it wasn't, I don't think it was a common thing back then. Maybe creating avatars based on other franchises' character and taking them into rank. I've seen some people on YouTube doing that. I've seen one guy like upload a bunch of like Blue Lock OC like videos where he makes like the Blue Lock 11 characters. Like how much of a stat boost are we talking? It doesn't feel like it went up at all. I don't think it went up at all. Let me try and compare. Yeah, literally nothing changed. I guess maybe it's just for early game. Yeah, literally nothing changed. Let me just change it back to defender forward. Maybe it changes the growth rate instead of the overall endgame stats. First INAZUMA game, I only watched on YouTube Strikers when I was like max 10 after seeing season 1. Got whiplash seeing stands, fair enough. I've played every INAZUMA 11 game and this one this one is basically the best INAZUMA 11 game despite the egregious grind. Wasn't he, Tina's teasing some stuff in the next update that they never announced before? Yep. How do you think they could fix the grind? I think they just need to make it more fun and make it more rewarding. Like, I don't even think... I think they should reduce the grind, but I don't even think that's the only option. Like, a lot of people are just saying reduce the grind, reduce the grind, reduce the grind. I don't think that's... How do I put it? I don't think that's the only way to fix it. I think, let's say they added, this is probably a bit stupid, but let's say they added the ability to let you do 2v2 multiplayer, or like 2-person multiplayer in Chronicle mode. You could then grind resources together with a friend while messing around and having fun. It's a lot more fun than just grinding Chronicle mode solo. Same with like, I think BB Battle might get 2-player mode. Let me double check. No, I think it's just gonna be in multiplayer. I don't think you can do campaign mode 2v2. But yeah, campaign mode with 2 players, that would be a lot more fun. Like even 4 players, because in the previous games you could use 4-player multiplayer. I'm not sure if you could do all 4 on one team actually. I think it was just 2v2s now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe strikers you could do like 4 players on one team, but not the DS games. What else could make it more fun? I think some type of chaining system, like if you grinded the same team multiple times, the odds of certain things went up. Or instead of having the weekly bonuses where you have like 3 teams you get boosted odds for, they should allow you to select the characters to boost the odds for instead. I think, what else? I think more interactions should reward you with spirits and items. I think every time you score a goal, you should get 10 of a certain item. I think every time you save a goal, like you catch a shot, you should get some like items as drops. I think every time you block something with castle walls, every time you counter shot, I think adding stuff to like each of those interactions will make the game feel a bit more interactive. I know like, everyone's probably just going to still put it on commander mode, but for the people who don't, that's going to make it a lot more fun and interesting and more rewarding overall. What else could be? Yeah, I mentioned before like Kizuna Town. With the blue footballs you kick around in Kizuna Town, maybe add like the ability to get different items from it, not just Kizuna Town items, like new possibilities, or like maybe even like Hisatsus or something. That sounds insane, but maybe something like that. That would be kind of cool. What else? What else could make the grind more fun? Nothing's coming to mind right now, actually. Seeing Strikers gameplay again, I feel this sentiment can change if this doesn't improve in 2026. Me personally, I prefer this game over Strikers. I haven't played as much Strikers as like some of my friends like Haku, Femi, Ape. I haven't played as much Strikers as them. Like they have probably thousands of hours in the game. I probably have like 100 max. But like, I prefer this game over Strikers, and I like Strikers. Also make ranked about skill, not who's more unemployed. I think to some extent it is. So I haven't played ranked in a little bit. Yeah, like I'm probably gonna get ranked decay soon. I already have ranked decay. For some reason it just didn't show up on the previous screen. It's already decaying. Like, if I go to ranked match history. Oh wait. Match history. Oh, that was when I spectated these guys in the mode. I think it mostly is about... Oh, this isn't all the matches. It does cut it off, I think. That's unfortunate. Never mind, can't show it. Add the previous custom teams from competition route. I think they need more competition routes in general. Someone did ask a question about that before, but I forgot. I think back in the previous games we had a bunch of different maybe there are and I just haven't seen them because I haven't played much story mode after I beat it, but we had like Natsumi's route in Go Galaxy, we had Gojo's route, Go Galaxy, like post game. Even in the DS games we had a bunch of different routes post game that you could play. With like a bunch of different teams, like teams are full of people who are fat or full of people with glasses, green hair, that type of thing. I feel as if there's just like there's so much to do and so little to do at the same time once you've beaten the story. Do you think they would ever significantly increase the odds for spirits, items, and red drops from chests? No, I don't think they would. The grind is like this game's, well, not the entire game's identity, but a massive part of its identity. And I feel as if they would want to keep people grinding and playing. All I wanted was to use the aspect change or Miximax they promoted, and yeah, it's not even something you can put on your OC. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. In the previous games, you could just mix and match everyone, so, like, yeah, it wasn't like, how do I put it? The game's just not very balanced, technically. Like, a lot of people say it is because of stats and all of that stuff, but I don't think it is. Like, certain characters have it. Miximax is 50% AT and DF, and you get an additional special move. So if all of your shit's on cooldown, you pop Miximax, you get a massive buff, and you get another special move that's off cooldown. I think that's ridiculous. It doesn't last long, but the buff itself is stupid. I feel as if allowing, like... I wonder why they removed the ability to just mix and match everyone. Because, like, surely it wouldn't work that differently. Like, in terms of, like... how do I put it? Surely it wouldn't work that differently from how it did in the Go games. Like, it doesn't need to be the way it was in Go Galaxy. It can be the way it was in Go 2. But, like... it just baffles me that they've just decided to not let us mix and match everyone. Jack, just make one shot, change the barter shit into a one currency so we can buy anything we want with coins. We grind instead of gamble for it. Fair enough. Reintroduce competition route with fun teams, agree. My hero goalkeeper was too normal shotted by hero Goenji, give me a break. Yeah, fair enough. Replaying teams when the story gets boring? Yep. Also wondering why if we need to grind for the story mode, team kits and emblems. Why not? Oh, I don't know. Give us the kits and emblems when we beat the team in story mode to use. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. I honestly bet they didn't remove it, they just forgot about it. That is a possibility, yeah. Same for cash and armed, wish everyone cash and armed. Yeah. Things like that don't make sense to me. Because, like, if we've had that stuff before and everyone had access to it, like, I don't know how to put my thoughts into, like, a sentence that makes sense without it coming off as very disrespectful to the developers. Because certain things in the game hint to me that some things are low-key a skill issue. Because if I look at... where is it? This is Fireball Storm. This is 70 base power. Let's go find Margin in the Hand. Margin in the Hand, 85 base power. Let's find the Earth version, 85 base power. Base power, sorry. Now if we go to the Keshin shop, Fireball Storm 70 base power. Having a Keshin move this low doesn't seem like it's intentional. This just makes me feel like the developers just didn't know how to differentiate the two moves. Or they were just trying to cut time and then they just made it the same base power for no reason. Or, well, the reason is like they were trying to cut down time. Armed is just worse. I've heard Armored is supposed to be an upgrade, not a downgrade. I know, do disrespecting, they're spitting on you with this joke. Armed isn't a downgrade at all. Armed isn't worse. Armed gives you a 60% Hisatsu boost and it gives you 20% AT and DF. Armed is quite good. People just don't think it's good because they cannot see the 60%. So they're thinking that, oh wait, you also don't get the passive from the Keshin, by the way, too. So some arms are worse than the Keshin, but some are a lot better. So it depends on the Keshin. For example, like if I was running... where is he? Evarth. If I was running Evarth, armorifying this is better than running it as a normal Keshin. You do lose Mortal Smash, which is base 100, ridiculously strong. But you get 60% short 80 on Shell Bit Burst, which if you level up is already going to be quite ridiculous. What other moves does Soru have? Maybe Soru's evolution in this game? I don't know. But yeah. 60, what's it called? 60% Hisatsu boost. Low tension, so it's not bad. I didn't even think of that as well. Yeah, 70 tension, so that is quite good. The passive is ridiculous too. Is it 70 tension? I can't check. But hopefully it is 70 tension. Yeah, that passive is ridiculous, but the thing is 70 tension. Same with Margin Hand. Margin Hand is 85. But yeah, this just screams to me that the devs didn't know how to like separate the two moves, like from the Keshin and the standard, or they were just trying to save time. I think it's more so on the saving time route, because Margin in Hand is also the same. What else is also the same? As well as, like I mentioned before, like certain things like highly indicate they were running out of time. I'm also surprised there's nothing I can buy from like the bond shop itself that costs the flowers. Like all of this stuff costs spirits, none of this costs flowers. Like you'd think that one of the most expensive currencies or like one of the rarest currencies you get, you'd be able to buy like great items with it, but you kind of just can't. Maybe when like Go Galaxy comes, you'll be able to. Yeah, these things being like a one-time purchase as well, I fucking hate that. I think we should be able to buy multiple of everything. It shouldn't all just be one-time purchases. Worst thing about Chronicle Shop? Yeah, what I just said. Like, this probably doesn't matter to anybody else because no one really cares about Kizuna Town and Bon Town. But the fact, me personally, I think this is the worst part of the Chronicle Mode shop. The fact that these are all one-time purchases aside from like the Raimon extra school buildings. I think like I should be able to buy multiple of these. It's just annoying. Wonder who'll make hero characters in the next update. Ibuki, Matatagi, Ozrock. I agree. I'd go out and say we get new Tenma, new Shindo, new Tsurugi. That seems like standard. New three of those would be kind of obvious. Definitely Ibuki and Matatagi. Ozrock as well. What other like big villains? We might get a hero, what's his English name? I think it's Lug. Lug's his English name, maybe? And then Rolea's dad, I forgot his name as well. But the two, like, post-game teams, I think we might get heroes of those two guys. Maybe not, because we don't have Hero Torch and Hero Gazelle, do we? So maybe not. But we do have Hero Hakuryu and Hero Shu, I think. Is there a Hero Shu? I think there's a Hero Shu. You can tell I don't use the Bond Town much. Just gonna assume she like yeah, there's a hero she right here. Powai, maybe she's quite popular in Japan. Maybe, yeah. Did they talk about adding more heroes? No, but if they don't, that's fucking stupid. Hey, Bontown is forcing me to build in SimCity ripoff just to get something I actually want. I like Bontown. I disagree. It's like a nice chill break from the grind. Well, I guess you do have to grind to get items if you're not like just grinding in the back while you're chilling. But yeah, I like Bontown. Bontown's cool. What was the worst thing they added in any of the previous games, the original trilogy or the Go trilogy? I think like RNG scouting. I think INAZUMA 11 2 scouting was great. There were like a few like special scouts like Shadow, Peabody, like those types of characters, but other than those, like scouting was pretty straightforward. I think I like that. In this game it kind of makes sense, but I don't play grind heavy games for a reason. I tend to avoid them as well, but mostly because like I have a full-time job. I'm not trying to come home and then play another full-time job. Like, I want to enjoy my free time. I do enjoy playing this game, but it does feel like because of certain things they've been doing that, I don't know, it just kind of feels like sometimes this is a job as well. But I do get paid from YouTube a bit. Like recent months I've been getting a bit of money from YouTube, but like I don't know, it just feels like a insane grind. The grind in this game is only a 200-ish hour grind for a team. 200 hours for one team is insane. Like, I have 322 hours in this game already. And then I have more hours in the beta test too and all that stuff. Well, to be fair, like, I'm 322 hours in and my team's not finished. Like, oh, why can't I? Like, Rokoko's not finished, Jinai's not finished, Sakurazaki's not finished, Roma's not finished. This guy, I'm unsure if I want to run him or not. My coordinators are finished, Tobitaka's not finished. I think you're not finished either. I might mix you up a little bit. My OC, I need to put my stuff back on my OC. Wouldn't it be funny if I just ran like Twin Sun Smash leveled up instead? Is there 3 ogre attacks you can't recruit the angel or devil players because both teams are in the one game? I didn't even notice that actually, because I had I had Bomb Blast and then I had Ogre as well, and I just stopped playing Bomb Blast when Ogre came out. I don't really use the foil formula. I do love that move, but like I never use it, so I might as well just not put it back on. This is one of my favorite moves in the game, foil formula. Or the matrix, as they say in the story. I might just go like this and then level up Twin Sun Smash. I could rock a dribble move actually, but I don't want to. I don't care. I only have one Twin Sun Smash manual. I can't speak today. Could buy Bond Transform. That would be funny. Gonna make a video on the scouting system because I still don't get it. What specifically do you not get? And what scouting system? Because there's a few. There's summoning from spirits, there's the constellations, there's the story scouting, there's... what else? There's actually the shop scouting as well. There's quite a few things. Grew up with Bomb Blast, but I found out because the exclusive team in Ogre attacks as well, Ogre. We're like, no, if you're on both Angel those needs, you're buying both games. Yeah, like the pull of the, like, what's it called? The previous games was that you were supposed to buy one game, you had a friend who bought the other, or you just bought both, and then you merged 2 games to get to the final boss. Because it was supposed to be like a social experience, but like nobody I knew played INAZUMA 11, so I had to get one of my friends into INAZUMA 11 in order to like get access to, what's it called, to get access to Chaos and Chaos Zero, Children of the Night, Chaos Zero, Children of the Night. Yeah, I think that's it, because my friend didn't play INAZUMA 11 3 and he didn't play Galaxy. Your move on a defender feels pointless because you're most likely going against your opponent forward who has a spirit. I think this is probably not a hot take, but a Keshin on a defender is useless. Like, I'm probably gonna take this off. I just like it because I like Warborg, but this is useless. Like, you are never going to get to use the Keshin Hisatsu. Well, for two reasons. Mostly because your defender's gonna keep passing it around you and over you. Secondly, it's a waste of tension. Like, you're most likely gonna block them anyway with like a normal Hisatsu, even like a cheap one, because your stats are usually quite good. And what was it? My mind's just gone blank. Oh yeah, Awakening. Awakening allows you to, like, Awakening gives you movement speed and Keshins do not. So let's say you need to get into position very quickly. The Awakening gives you that extra speed boost to run in to set up the castle wall, whereas the Keshin doesn't. There is a 10% decrease in like the AT and DF, but that's definitely worth it since you get, I think, 30% castle wall increase on Ironclad Guardian. Don't get a constellation thing that you use bomb stars for. Like, if you unlock all the panels for one constellation, is it finished forever as a way to reset it? If you finish all of the dots on a constellation, you get a special dot, and that dot gives you an increased chance for rare drops. Once you use that rare drop, the constellation restarts. Keshin, I still see no value for a midfield to own one. I think the midfield Awakening is ridiculously strong. It might be the, well, maybe not the strongest in the game. Actually, it might be. It genuinely might be the strongest in the game. Let me bring up what it does, because me and Hawk are working on the video for it, and he has like the stats for everything. I'm covering like Keshin, Armed, and Miximax, and then he's covering the new stuff like Bond Transform, Alter Egos, and all of that. Yeah, Instant Burst. Instant Burst, you get the 30% AT and DF because it's an Awakening. You then get 35% focus boost, and you get a 30% special cooldown reduction. Your Hisatsus get a 30% cooldown reduction. That is insane. Like, Instant Burst is ridiculous. It might be the best Awakening in the game. What do I want to put here? I might put... Do I have another Twin Sun Smash, or do I need to buy it? Maybe I could run like 2 counter shots. Or I could run a long shot. I have another Jetstream menu. Which games had the best exclusive teams in your opinion? Since there was like Chaos and then the team from Zero. Best exclusive team? That's a good question. Best exclusive team. That's a good question. What is my favorite exclusive team? It might be Children of the Night. I'd probably say Children of the Night at number 1. Then I'd ever say like Chaos or Space Rankers at number 2. Number 3. I think I like Dark Angels more than Zero. Yeah, I think I like Dark Angels more than Zero, so I'll put them above Zero. And then who am I missing? I think that's it, because in INAZUMA 11 1, it was just Fallen Zeus. And that's basically just Zeus. I don't know what to put. I might just level up Twin Sun Smash until we get something better. I could run Megaton Head so I get 2 counter shots, or maybe like another defensive move, like maybe a stronger one. I could run Gravestone, but I'd probably better off running a shot block actually. Ichiyajo is very strong in this game, which is nice. Damn, I need to buy more moves. What am I doing? I'll leave the slow empty for now, it's fine. I might put defense equation or something, maybe like winning logic when those get added. Just got the game today. Watched the story, but felt left out. Oh, hopefully you enjoy the game. Me personally, I think the story is very good. The story starts off very slowly, like very slowly, but I think it's great. I think it's a very good story. I think out of 10, I'd give it like a 7, maybe a 7.5 out of 10. Like, it's good. Like, the final match might be top 2 final matches in the entire series for me personally. Considering the theme for Chronostone teams was supernatural vampires and werewolves, what was the exclusive themes for Galaxy? It was just space. They were just aliens. There was one team that was... I don't even remember. One team was Rolea's dad. He was like a king who sacrificed himself or something. It was like... I don't even remember. Like, it's been so long since I've played the Go Galaxy story. But like, they were 2 teams from... I think 2 destroyed planets. Or planets that don't exist anymore. And then they fused. Like Chaos, Children of Night, that type of stuff. Like a week and a half playing and already got 5 heroes. Is that normal? It's kind of hard to say because it's luck based. Is Grandfire added to the Chronicle mode shop at some point? No, you have to get Grandfire from chests. Galaxy was Supernova and Big Bang, one of the best post-game fights and moves. Yeah, their moves were cool. I like their moves a lot. Galactical Fool was insane. Yeah. I'm not sure if it will be good in this game though, because like Elemental Advantage is very strong and Galactic Fool's a void type move, so it's neutral across the board against everything. So maybe it will be good if you're just running like... I don't know, maybe you could just run it for coverage if you're only running 2 moves. Like you could run 1 move max, well not max, but like almost max leveled up, and then you could run Galactic Fool alongside it. Maybe you could run that. Generally cannot comprehend what's so good. It's INAZUMA 11. That's why it's good. Like, the writing made me like certain characters a lot more. There's certain plot points that I think they did... Well, there's certain plot points I think... Well, they've repeated that I think they did worse than OG. And there's some that I think they've done better. Like, the whole Sakurazaki's dad thing was like... Not 1 for 1 with Goenji's dad, but very similar. I think Goenji's one was written better. But whereas... Like, when it comes to, like, Matatagi and Kisoji, their stories are very similar, but I think Kisoji's is slightly better for me personally. But yeah, I feel as if the writers did a good job at making me like the characters a lot. I think the matches, a lot of the environment of the matches was very immersive. What else? Well, not every match, but a lot of the story matches they were. The English dub voice acting is atrocious. I wouldn't recommend playing it on English dub. What else do I like about the story? I don't know. Can't remember that many positives. Be it like weeks ago. What's your favorite INAZUMA story? INAZUMA 11 2. This game does come very close, and so does INAZUMA 11 3 though. Yeah, INAZUMA 11 2 is my favorite. Void type moves are still viable? Yeah, void type moves are still viable. It's just that because they don't get like Elemental Advantage is like 20% per advantage, and there's 2, so you can get like a max of 40%. So running Void, you're missing out on like 20. And then even then, like even if you're neutral, you're missing out on everything. What was my opinion on Resistance Japan, which is basically Neo-National but for Galaxy, coached by an adult Caleb? I think Resistance Japan served their purpose a lot. They beat the brakes off of like Earth 11. They kind of made them realize that, oh, like, how do I put it? It was basically a reality check. I think even the stronger characters like Ibuki and like, who else was good? I think it was Ibuki was decent. I think Tescado was okay. Like, even they were getting, like, their shit rocked. Fucking Ibuki He was having like flashbacks and like terrors of Hakuryu. I'm not even doing much right now, I'm just yapping. Might as well just open up the Bonton if you guys want to come in. Oh. Goalkeeper saves do feel better. I feel as if what's optimal right now seems to be running like a move of each type at 85 base power, since like it's very easy to get enough tension passives to get 80 per focus battle, and then once you've got that you have enough for one save, and then you'll have 4 saves for each element, so you always have element advantage regardless of what is shot at you. Then your keeper's element is just kind of whatever. Hakuryu is ridiculously common, so is... who else is common? Hakuryu, Sakurazaki is not as common now that I think about it. Kowenji is common, so you'd probably want to run like air or fire actually in goal. Yeah, it was basically just a reality check. I don't think they were never trying to like replace them in the story. Is a team with a mix of counter and tension, would that be good? Yes, if you build it well. You might want to run some strong leveled up long shots with that, because then let's say you win a focus battle. If you have tension passives, then, well, if you have tension and counter passives, then let's say you have enough tension to get 90 tension per the focus battle. You win, you activate your counter passives, and then you can just long shot it from there. Something like a triple boost, which is 85 base power, that's only 80 tension, like Shellbit Burst, Eagle Buster, like even something as weak as Tsunami Boost can be like good if you level it up a bit. Bash Lancer Hero instead of Zanark. I mean, you can get like a normal Zanark if you wanted to run Zanark. You can run like legendary Zanark with like Jetstream, or I guess Eagle Buster. There's Emperor Penguin 7. Triple Boost is in the game. What other long shots are there? There's Tiger Drive, Samba Strike, Heaven Drive. There's some pretty decent long shots in the game. I feel as if they do need to nerf long shots though. Don't think they would have lost it if they did replace them. Yeah, I think Neo National would have got bummed out. I think they would have lost to... I think every team in the... Would they lose to every team in... I think they'd probably beat Fire Dragon, I want to say, or at least draw with Fire Dragon. I don't think, like... I think they were like on the same level as Fire Dragon. But every team after Fire Dragon would have just obliterated Neo National. Justice Bond builds have been taken off in Japan. I mean, I'm not surprised, especially because of the bond link board. Like, if you, like, mine's a bit bugged right now. Like, if you look at my links, I have all my gold links here, but I only have one picture. My shit's bugged. Like, if you max the links, you get 3% per pass. I'm not sure how much you need in order to get 4% per pass. But like, if you can get 4% per pass, you only need 5 passes to trigger all of the direct shot AT passives. Because if Bond is strong, I think everything is strong. But I think things like Breach and Rough Play are just kind of whatever. Breach is basically just a casino, and then Rough Play, like, Rough Play turns... Like, it turns the midfield into like a fist fight, but then after that, you don't really have much finishing power. So it's just kind of like, what are you going to do then? Whereas like others, you, like Justice is like all round. You get buffs in everything, and you have finishing power, you have midfield power, you have everything. What the bond links do. Basically, you put your players on this board here. Once your players are on the board, you want to link them together and you want to place pictures of the players together to buff the links. These links here make it so that when a player uses a combination Hisatsu, they'll use it with these players they're linked with here. And alongside that, they'll also get an increase in the bond power from a pass. For example, if my OC here passed to Rika's mom, instead of getting 1% bond power, we'd get 3% bond power, which is insane. Because one thing people don't realize is that bond, how do I put it? Bond power is like its own buff. It's not lumped in with all of the other buffs, so it's not like you get a plus 3% buff on top. You get a multiplier of 3% buff to the shot AT and then to the Hisatsu as well. Don't know if I explained that well. You know, you said the final match is top 2 for you, what other matches competing with it? Little Gigantes versus INAZUMA Japan. What the hell is a trophy match? For my type of team, should I use Bashlan's hero and Mark Evans' hero? Both are counter heroes. I mean, it's really up to you, really. Like, I don't use any heroes on my team currently. I do have Hero Horror on the bench. I did use him a lot before. Like, he's okay. Well, he's strong, but like, these two last passives here are just kind of okay. They're nothing insane. Like, whereas like Hero Goenji has like double counter shot passives, whereas this, like, I only get 1.5 team focus. Like, if I have 50% tension, and I have like 4% extra from like a scramble, whereas on like managers I can get 6. It's like, I think heroes are like, how do I put it? The multiplier definitely makes it worth it. The multiplier and the max stats, they definitely make it worth it, but how do I put it? I just don't like how it basically stopped me from being creative. Like, I cannot do this with Hero Sengoku. This is not possible with Hero Sengoku. Even though I'd have higher stats, so he'd technically be better in terms of shot AT for a forward, I wouldn't be able to do this with the moveset. Same with like if there was a Hero Dantoya, even though there isn't. Get a picture with the members like in Bontown. It doesn't have to be in Bontown, you can take it mid-match in Commander mode, but yeah, it just has to be a picture with the members. Does the secondary position you pick for your OC matter? Yes and no. For example, like mine is defender forward. So like I have my defender path here and then I have my forward path here. If I wanted to, I could just run a counter shot defender here and then just lose all these block slots here. But let's say I wanted to run a goalkeeper. If I put, let's say, how would I put it? If I wanted to run a goalkeeper who could just long shot from the goal after a catch, then I would need to run goalkeeper forward. I wouldn't be able to run some, well, actually, let me rephrase, because I think I'm actually wrong now that I'm thinking about it because of these special slots here. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. Never mind. Forget what I said before. The secondary position does not matter. It does not matter at all because of these special slots here. Because essentially, because of these two slots here and the fact that you don't need new possibilities, you can essentially just do whatever the hell you want regardless of position. Because the only thing that affects your stats is the main position. So like I have defensive stats because I'm a defender. Like if I was a goalkeeper, I'd have better agility and stuff like that. So yeah, no, secondary position doesn't matter at all. It does not matter. It's only if you want like an extra slot of that specific position. What do you think about Otagatsina's spat for counter shots? Is actually good. I'm pretty sure it's like 60 base power, so yeah. Where is it? Otagatsina's spat 60 base power, yeah, that's good. You might want to level it up though. I have Kung Fu Fighting here. This is a 50 base power move, so this is weak enough for it to only cost 100 tension to counter. Like, if we get an actual 45 base power move as a counter shot, then I might run that. Because then, as a counter, that's only 90 tension. Like, I'm planning on making a video about this, like a little funny meme video of Kung Fu Fighting. That's why I have 6, because I'm just going to max it out. But yeah. This 50-50 tension counter, very nice. If there's any others, let me know, because I do not remember right now. This is 60. Yeah, a lot of the counter shots are 60. Some are 72. I'm just looking for like the weakest counter shot in the game, because then that's slightly more optimal. Well, in terms of like tension management. Atomic Flare 70. Atomic Flare's strong, but then you'd need 140 tension to actually land the counter. $140 is insane. Yeah, especially if you have no tension boosting passives. How often does counter shot work when on a defender? Do you only need high kick and control? Yes, you need kick, control, and then I'd recommend putting either pressure or physical as the final bean slot. And then using, for your items, you're gonna want, I'd say, kick, control, and maybe, it depends. If you're getting into focus battles a lot, then I'd say you could possibly get like an agility or intelligence item on there, maybe, but I'd probably still say lean into pressure or physical. I pick pressure for my shadow. And in terms of counter shotting, it's shot AT versus shot AT. So if your character can surpass the shot AT of the shot that's coming at them, then you counter it back and you combine the power of both and send it flying. I think there might possibly be a cap on how you can send it back, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just like, because I'm doing it in story mode, it's kind of hard to tell. Well, the ones I did in the video were all on ranked actually, so that's probably, I should probably check that video. How does countering actually work? If I don't have double attention, then it just reduces the power of what? If you don't have double attention, you can't do anything. It just won't let you counter shot. It will just use the castle wall itself to like power down the shot. I should probably make a video on how counter shooting works, because I get a lot of questions on this like very often. Like let's say, okay, let's say a shot's coming at us and it has 100 shot AT. If our counter shot defender has the potential to hit for 150 shot AT, and we have enough tension to actually get the counter shot, then we send it back. But let's say the shot coming at us is 100 shot AT and we only have 90. We will not counter the shot and we will not send it back. We will just power down the shot using the special move. It won't play the animation either, it will just blow through your castle wall and reduce it. There are certain interactions where your shot will only be barely weaker than the oncoming shot, so it will reduce it to 1 power instead of just like blocking it outright. Or maybe that's like if the shot is equal, or some like range around there, you'll block it to 1 power, which in my opinion is, I think it's good, but that's scary because if they're running a breach team, then that 1 like base power can still hit for quite hard. So I guess that is somewhat balanced. And then there's other times where you'll fail the shot block and you'll power it down by a decent amount, but you won't power it all the way down. Wouldn't be playing on ranked all that much until Galaxy Patch drops. It's gone stale with all the nerfs. I'm probably not touching ranked again. Just to clarify, it's better to have a mid-power move that can be shot-chained than having a high-tension move. In terms of what? If you're talking about in general, then I'd say it doesn't really matter. You can have like any base power move, especially if you're chaining. Because let's say you have 160 tension, that is 350 base power moves, or that's 280 base power moves. It's just really up to you. And even then, you can do 280 base power moves into a direct, or you can do 350 base power moves into a direct as well. So it just depends on what you want to do and how you play. I'm just hoping we get moves that are weaker than 50 base power. Like, we had a lot of placeholder moves for like moves that were not supposed to be in the game, but were in the game. And they're all 45 base power, so I'm hoping that instead of just putting them all at their normal power, we get some moves that are just weaker. Or maybe I need to check those random scouts we get, not random scouts, like the story scouts we get, and then check if any of them have like a counter shot. I don't think any of them did, but actually one of them has like a Kikuichi Monji clone or something. I might need to check that, because if that's 45 base power, then I might need to run that. What does team bond power % on pass do? It increases the amount of bond power you get per pass, but you need to stack a decent amount of it to see that big of a difference. And basically, bond power is a buff that is accumulated through passing, and then on the next shot taken on goal, it will buff that shot by that percentage. It will buff the user's shot AT, and then it will also buff the Hisatsu before they're combined, and then, yeah, moves are combined and it's sent flying at the goalkeeper. What's the difference between a coordinator and a manager? Your manager has a lot stronger passives in general. For example, this is my Unmei. Unmei has 6% in terms of the justice here. Like, he has 6%, and then for the goalkeeper KP, he has plus 15%. Whereas Cannon has plus 5% as a coordinator for like the KP passive, and then Rika only gets the plus 2%. So managers get more of the buffs. Or like higher values for the buffs. I wish we could actually climb this thing, that would be nice. What does drain tension means for tension builds? Essentially, I don't know if you remember from the beta test, but in a focus battle, if you passed out, it would drain tension. But actually, was that? Or was that just for the passive as well? Anyway, I'm just yapping. Basically, when they pass out, I'm assuming that percentage is then multiplied by the 30 that you usually get. So like if you're in a focus battle and the enemy passes out, you usually just get 30 tension. I'm assuming if you have the drain passive on, that passive is then either applied directly to the enemy team's tension bar, or it's a buff to that 30% you get and you take that amount from their tension bar. I'd assume it's from the first thing I said, where you drain it directly from their tension bar, since that would make more sense and that's how it worked in the beta test, but I haven't tested it out, so it's hard to say. How do you get a 6% justice passive with only getting 3%? You need to steal it. Now if I go to my player bank here, and you look at the passives here, if I go to like my, where is she? But if I go to Sylvia here, you can notice that this Sylvia has no passives where everyone else does, because I've taken them all off of her and then I've put them on like other players. Same with like this Unmei here. This Unmei is missing a passive there. That's one of the 6% passives. I've taken it off him and I've put it on my other Unmei. Put it on this one. Didn't they remove the taken off passive thing? They did. They removed it for a few weeks and then they brought it back a couple days ago. Or maybe it was yesterday. No, 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Getting castle wall stuff for justice is cursed, especially when you have a 2% until you foul. Passive alongside it. Yeah. What I want is a passive that increases the size of castle walls, not the like power from them. I just want to have like a massive castle wall that can fill up the entire box. Free play against Secret Service? Yeah, I did that as well. I grinded like all of my passives back and then I had to grind them back again once this patch dropped. They should change the passes on players as well. I strongly disagree. I strongly disagree. Because then we'd see literally the exact same thing all the time and then there'd be no reason to like, how do I put it? There'd be no reason to play ranked basically because everyone's team would be so min-maxed to the point where a new player would get thrown in and then they just get the brakes beaten off of them. Like, people are saying currently that it's basically a contest of who has the highest stats, and in my opinion it is. That would make it an even worse contest. Sitting there rerolling for passive is just cancer. I agree. I think the solution for that is to let us reroll, well, not even reroll, but like change the passes of our OCs. I think the OCs aren't like the strongest characters in the game. For example, like the striker OC is not great. It's like he's like viable, but it's on the lower end. And like the defender like OC is like very good. He's like, if the highest tier is like S+, I think a defender would be like A tier, maybe. Like A tier, I think, yeah. I think A tier. I don't think A+, like A tier, I think. And then I don't remember about the midfielder. I think the goalkeeper's like quite good as well. He'd be like A-, maybe? Like A or A- too. I think if they let us change the passes for our OCs, that would be a lot, like, more tolerable. I don't think they should let us put anything for any slot. I think they should keep it the way it is, where you have like 3 set basic passes for the first 3, and then you get the 2, like, special passes for the last slots. I'd probably just put KP guard on mine, or like castle wall buffs across the board, but yeah. I think that is a good way to make the OCs more viable since they aren't the best like tier in the game. They're still usable since like some of them are quite good, like the defender, the goalkeeper, but yeah. Ray Dark. I haven't actually used Ray, actually that's a lie. I've used Ray Dark a couple times as my manager, like especially when I first got the game, but I haven't really touched him since. I'm actually on stream soon, I need to eat. I told my friend I'd play Marvel Rivals with him as well. Tension max casting with 2 street passes at 8% and 6%. 65 and 50 tension reduction for the enemy is nice and pass out focus. The thing is, that's a good max, and max is good as well. Max is like very good in this game. His short AT is very, very good. Goalkeeper Riker is pretty damn strong beyond story mode. I haven't used Goalkeeper Riker outside of story. I've used like offensive, Kodokai, Shisendo. I've used the others, but I haven't actually used Riker that much in defense or goalkeeping. I send a link or something also bothers you in the game. I mean, you can try. I don't know if it will let the link like be posted. I've been streaming for 2 hours. I might call it there. This is a very unproductive stream. It was just me yapping for a bit and like running around. How the hell do I already have more bond flowers? I barely played that much. Maybe you get bond flowers if people visit you, I guess. Maybe they updated it for that or something. Still thinking about making your OC a goalkeeper or a manager. It's quite cool. Like, almost everyone made their OC a striker. I mean, I kind of expected it since it's the most, like, popular and, like, common position people want to play. But I always wanted to make my defender an OC. But I'm glad they brought back counter shooting, because now that you can basically... It's good for timer stalling. Two, it's good for like, what's it called? Just chip damage in general. And 3, it basically spices up defense a bit more because it's not as like one-dimensional as it was in the beta test. Tips for a defense avatar: you want physical, pressure, and intelligence beans. You can also run agility as well, but agility is only really for focus battle DF. So I'd probably lean more into intelligence than agility. Two Omega the hands on him. Nice. To run an Omega the hand, you might want to run like maybe Mao the hand, like Fiend hand, or like Dimension hand, something like Wood type, since if you're only running Omega the hand, then people are just going to start pelting you with air type shots, and there's not going to be much you can do about it. Where the hell is this last flower? Oh, it's here. Made my OC a defender. Should I keep the defense awakening on him or give him a cash-in? The defense awakening is way better than a cash-in on a defender. A cash-in on a defender is useless. I'm only running it because I like Warbork. Is Drain at AT tension build will apply to all player or just the one who got the passives? I think it applies to the whole team. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it applies to the whole team. TP or tension for the Inazuma games in general. Starting to prefer tension over the old TP system. I think I do prefer tension as well. I think TP was great. I do like TP, and at first I wasn't really messing with the tension system, like in the beta test. But I feel as if the more how do I put it? The more I've played this game, the more I've liked tension than TP. It just seems like a more skill-based system. And it feels like a more team-oriented system as well. Like previously, people would have entire teams and then their team would just revolve around like a couple players. Like maybe 3 or 4 players. Whereas now your team like revolves around the actual team itself. Like all of them, everyone. Gives midfield a lot more play. Yeah. In the Go Galaxy games on like the max difficulty teams, like the CPUs just literally rapid fire perfect pass to your box, and there was very little you could do about it. Like midfield didn't exist in the previous games basically. Favorite Inazuma game is Chrono Stone. Fair enough, it's a good game. I like Chrono Stones as well. My favorite is Inazuma 11 too though. Maybe I should make like an obstacle course in like one of my towns. The only problem would be like the elevation. Like, I'd need to like get things that are slightly higher than like the next thing so I can just slowly like climb up. Various guys getting screwed by low TP back in the day. Yep. Especially like in Go Galaxy, well not even Go Galaxy, when it came to Miximax in general, male players were low-key worse than female players because female players got a TP boost when they were Miximaxed. whereas male players got a FP boost. There's also like boosts depending on like elements and position, stuff like that. Charm Up just made it, so if you're not playing a female team, you're not playing it incorrectly. Basically, yeah, Charm Up was ridiculous, especially during like the competition routes. Because like the FFI was boys only, like you could just mow down a team using Charm Up. You could complete an entire competition route with like 3 female players on your team, like 1 in midfield, 1 in striking, 1 in goal, and they just nerfed the fuck out of the enemy team to the point where they couldn't do anything. And then with Mixie Max, you could run double Charm Up. Maybe even like triple Charm Up if there was like a best Mixie Max with Charm Up on it. You could run like Charm Up economy, they got double Charm Up economy, double Charm Up big moves, maybe Charm Up, double Charm Up spirit big moves or something like that. Mixing Max double Charm Up was honestly insane, I agree. Alright, I'm gonna finish the BB campaign I started, and once I finish that, I'm gonna probably end stream after. Oh. I need to eat something. You got the guy I like, just don't have a team for him. Yeah, you're all about theme teams now, aren't you? You did like the grass team, you did like the whole like yellow girls team. You've done another one that I'm forgetting as well. I don't get what you're saying. I don't see the link you posted. Who's your favorite Ares character? Gojin. My favorite Ares character is Gojin. Ice Team coming the moment Ares drops? I mean, fair enough. Hopefully they include triple boost and all that. Not triple boost, triple blizzard and double white impact as well. Go Galaxy Patch Bear have a better method to get new possibilities? I hope so. I really, really hope so. I'm hoping they add a lot of moves that I'm missing. For example, like Italy has none of their moves in this game. Well, that's a lie. They have Colosseum Guard and Odin Sword, and they have Free Shot. But like Echo Ball is missing. What else is missing? Echo Ball, Barbarian Shield. I guess technically Brave Shot is missing, but like Nakata's not in the game right now, so I guess that doesn't count because he was retconned out. But like we're missing moves like ground quake as well, like ground quake, gyro head. What other moves are missing? Ground quake, gyro head. Double tornado is not in the game. What else is not in the game? Is this offside? No. Melody wave is missing, yeah. Can't really think right now, but there's a lot of moves that are missing that should be in the game right now. Do you think Trina's gonna be top 10 best defenders in the game? I think she's either gonna be the best tier or one tier below. I think a lot of the Go Galaxy characters are going to be good in order to get people playing again and wanting to grind for those characters. I forgot they broke square passing. Did it again? I think it's just deleting your link because I'm not actually seeing a link in the chat at all. Even if I like scroll up, there's nothing. Jungle Jam is missing despite being a Chrono Storm move. It is a Legend Japan move, so it kind of makes sense it's not in the game since they're not currently in the game. But I find it weird that Children of the Night are not in the game. You might just have to post the link, but not as like a link, like remove parts of it so that you can actually like post it. Gringo is my favorite Gemini Storm player. I think he's my favorite too. I like Gringo, Galileo, and Reeds. I also like Coral as well. Who else do I like? I like a lot of Gemini Storm now that I think about it. I like a lot of their designs. And the only guy I probably don't like is this guy, and even then, it's not even like I dislike him that much. I like Ganymede as well. This guy, for some reason, this guy's tiny in this game. I remember in the DS games, he was like massive. Well, not massive, but like he wasn't this fucking small. Like, look at him. That's why by closing your team in story mode, you can't put the money of your team in Kizuna Town. I think that's a bug, or maybe... like, I don't know. There has to be something going on with that. He's got done dirty in this game. I think players with, like... how do I put it? Like the big muscle build, like the Raiden characters, they got done dirty as well. Because in every one of like the intro cutscenes where you enter the match, they look so short. But when you actually play a match, they're fucking massive. How did he miss that pass? Twin Boost Fire and Victory Road is clean. I never imagined they'll rename this move at all. It was originally Fire Tornado Twin Boost. Yeah, the voice line before was like that, but the name was always Twin Boost F in like the games. At least in the mainline games. I don't remember about Strikers. But yeah, they did say Twin Boost Fire in like the Strikers series. Not Twin Boost Fire. They said Fire Tornado Twin Boost in the Striker series, and now they just say Twin Boost Fire. They need to fix that as well. Team photo option for Kizuna Town, bond links and other stuff. Also have replaced pose and taking a picture with them. Yeah, 100%. Midoriya bullying his old teammates? Yep. Because I need my new possibilities. I think we still have like 3 more matches to do after this. Yeah, the most optimal way to grind for them is 4 chests. I'm just doing this for stream, so I'm actually playing a match because I haven't actually played much. Is this BB mode? Yep. The best way to do it is to get a legendary chest. You open the chest. If it's not a new possibility, re-download your save file, open it again until you get one. You can also do that to get the special moves that are locked behind chests as well, like Tenku Otoshi, Grand Fire, God Break, Furinkazen Destroyer, all of that type of stuff. I think the Chrono Stone anime is gonna get dubbed in English. No, I think it's way too late for that. Oh, they have sweeping when I'm stupid. I wasn't paying attention. Damn. Nice, still got it. Grand Fire being a long shot doesn't make any sense in the anime, since they needed to go through the finish to pull it off. I mean, yeah, I think a lot of moves in the OG trilogy got given properties in the Go series. I said they had sweeping win and then I just forgot. I have not been paying attention. I don't think this is stopping it. Yeah, I wasn't in castle war position. Excuse me? I got breached. Any advice for a breach team? My advice would be not to use special moves. And if you do use a special move, you're gonna want to have like max tension and then just long shot from your own half. AI always has full tension. Not always. The AI does cheat. For example, in like Chronicle mode, I think they have infinite like aura gauge, like hyper gauge. I think they have like infinite. If you wanted to run a breach team, I'd probably I'd probably run like a manager with like full breach rate up passives, coordinators all with full breach rate. Like I wouldn't do anything but breach. Like if you're running a breach team, I think you should run pure breach, or maybe breach with a little bit of tension. Like so you get more tension per focus battle. Can I score an own goal if I just, yep. Still think the problem is I don't even use defense and dribble Hisatsus. I do sometimes, not always. Can I pass it back with a normal pass? No. I guess they changed it because in the beta you could just like pass it back with a normal pass. You didn't have to press square. You can just run into the goal. Yeah, I wanted to kick it into the goal. I need to rethink my hero slots. I'm running Fudo because he's my favorite character, Sengoku, but keep a heroes feel so underwhelming. I mean, Sengoku being a fire type is quite good. Actually, let me storm into you. Why was he running away so fast? I mean, just run wherever you want, to be fair. Like, there are, like, obvious right answers, like, Hakuryu quite good, Goenji's good. Who else? Nothing's coming to mind right now, but like, just, oh, and we get the goal as well. We get the breach. The 5% breach count came in clutch. We just run characters you like and enjoy. Just do what you want. It's not about making the best team, it's about making your favorite team. Game's so exciting, you're playing goalkeeper, striker in vanilla mode. I mean, I'm having fun. The rewards for this mode need to be buffed as well, because what the fuck is this? Get 3 tokens of these and then a couple EXP orbs, which are useless now because they increase the XP you get from matches. Like, what? These rewards are terrible. I have to do something to breach because it feels so shit seeing 50% breach, not landing a single one with 7 shots taken. Like, this is gambling. I mean, that's on you. You decided to, like, take the casino route. Toromaru's a wood type. Uso's a F type. It's a tiger drive. I don't think Toromaru is a single, like, stab move. Well, stab's not in this game, but, like, I don't think it's, like, a single, wood type move. Tiger drives, RC shoot, I think it's fire, Tiger storms, fire, Gladius arcs, earth, Jetstream, earth. That's so stupid. One second. All right. I've watched the clip you sent. That's happened to me multiple times before. Sometimes you can take you can use Shunrai's Sakurazaki, and even though you use it as him, it will replace him from the animation. Like, he won't even be in it. In your opinion, if they did another Neo national team for a potential DSC, what spin would you put on the Neo national team? I don't know if they can pull it off for a third time. Like, it's in INAZUMA 11, so they probably will, but like, I don't know if they can pull it off. Like, how would they even do that? How would they even do that? How would they do that? Like a third Neo national team? I got no clue. Like, a lot of the plot points they've already ran through, so it's kind of hard for them to do it again. At least in my opinion. Hero Justice Kazumura as a forward is more interesting than playing Hakuryu. I agree. Ashtos, I think that's a good idea. Like, maybe like the random scouts you picked during the story, maybe all of them form a team and you have to fight them as like the new Neo National or something like that. That just weaved through both of those walls. Okay. Another representative match would be better. It's a fun match, especially put more focus on different players, keep you guessing. Yeah. I wonder what new characters we get. We probably obviously get like Goenji's kid, like his son or his daughter, because I think they mentioned they're already like world-class status or something like that. Haru is obviously getting on the team. In my opinion, the goalkeeper slot is kind of up for grabs. I think personally they'll probably pick Shisendo and Mama Sigdale. I'd like, as much as I love Dantoya, I don't know if they're actually gonna like pick Dantoya. There's like a pretty decent like roster of goalkeepers to choose from. No, I wanted to counter that. Damn, I couldn't place the wall in time. Goenji's kid is going to be a midfielder to match his sister. I think his kid's going to be a goalkeeper. Riker is INAZUMA Japan's goalie trust. Yay, we might see it. I wouldn't be surprised if Kodokai gets the Kazemaru treatment and is just run as like an offensive midfielder or even a forward at times. This is only the first half. Oh my god. I wish we could use our own teams in BB battles. I know that's like, it defeats the entire purpose, but like, it would be nice. I don't know if Darien doesn't get picked. Darien's stats in this game are not very good. Wouldn't be surprised. I think he probably will. I think they'll go the Orion route and just pick fan favorites. Maybe they'll make a poll and everyone gets to choose, like, they've done it before. Basically, they do like a popularity poll. They did one in the beta, they did one in the previous games. I think they're going to do one of those, and then maybe like the top 16 will get picked, or maybe like the top 10, and then they'll add some new characters that we've never seen before, as well as like Goenji's kid. Victory Road looks so amazing. Never played an INAZUMA 11 game. Hopefully it gets a price reduction on the winter sale, even if it's a small one. I want to get it soon. I will be hosting a giveaway soon, actually. So maybe if you win that, you can get the game. But yeah, I've heard like this game in quite a few countries, the price is kind of ridiculous because the conversion rates are a bit fucked. Add more story teams into BB, flesh their movesets a bit more. That would be nice, but I just want to use my team. Like, I spent all that time building my team, and now I just have to... Like, I love INAZUMA Japan. They're one of my favorite teams of all time, but I'd just rather play with my team. What if they give us like 8 players and let us pick the rest? Hopefully it would matter more than the scouts. Hey, maybe. Really want the captain of the New Royal Academy to part of the national team. Homura. I think his name's Homura. I don't know his English name. But yeah, that would be cool. I'm actually not going to touch this. Like, what characters would people probably be on them? From what we've seen, I think Kisochi's old classmates definitely have a shot. I definitely think all of Nagamahara's main crew has a shot. I think all of Nagamahara's main crew is getting picked. But I highly doubt anyone's getting left out. Maybe they'll get the Kevin treatment and like one of them gets left out at the start and they come back OP as fuck. I love that Dragon Slayer moment in the anime so much. Like, Kevin comes back and he's immediately on go. And he was like training and practicing and like working up. Like, just, he like, how do I put it? He didn't let not getting picked get him down. He just locked the fuck in and then got picked. Not got picked, like, he got picked as a reserve. Like, Dragon Slayer is one of my favorite moves in the entirety of the anime. Experience the neo-national team for the first time was my opinion. I didn't really have like a big opinion on them. I always thought the team was cool because of the whole idea of like they're versatile as hell. Like everyone can play any position. They all know moves with different positions. They've all taught each other's school's moves. I think that's just a like very cool thing. Resistance Japan was just hype moments in aura. Like their entire gimmick was just hype moments in aura. That's going off. Oh no, it's not. Ankles. Somiopa came back, scored against Kings or Knights of Queen, and then turned into a jobber. It's tragic. It has like early 2000s like not power scaling, but like main team nerf syndrome. Like in animes and mangas back then, you'd have an OP character join you, or you'd have like a character who came back from a training arc join you. They'd obliterate or like do very well against the opponent, and then they'd just go back to being like same strength as everyone else for the rest of the series. Is Falcao the silver and forward valid? I think that's extremely valid. Strangely enough, my favorite move is from Galaxy, and it's the volcano move from the alien team. Kazanrai? That's valid as well. Kazanrai's cool. Someone who grew so much on me lately. Simple character, but it's part of his charm. Yeah, I agree. Like, someone who grew on me when I started making like YouTube videos. Because I remember looking into his character and being like, he's like very relatable. He's like extremely relatable. He's just a good, hardworking guy who cares for his friends. Bro had one shot, kept perfecting and evolving throughout the whole series. I respect that. Yeah. In the games though, in like the DS games, Dragon Crash was actually a move created by one of the INAZUMA 11 members. I like the fact that in the anime, like Kevin makes it himself. I think that's a lot better. At least for me personally. Talking about future Inazuma Japan is making me want a proper goalkeeper Riker for my counter team. I say go for it. Like, what moves would you run on her though? Would you run like one move of each element, or are you just gonna like do 2 moves on opposite sides of the elemental cycle? That OG Inazuma 11 member was a defender. Wasn't it Mr. Sweet, I think? I think it was Mr. Sweet. Not to mention I played Inazuma 11 for the first time 2 years ago. I wanted to bench him ASAP, but look, he'll end up carrying me. Yeah, I think Kevin carried the hell out of me in Inazuma 11 1 and 2. Like, I think Kevin scored way more goals than everyone during the story. Mr. Sweet's defender. Okay, nice. Somioka arguably represents the Raimon spirit better than everyone else in the team. Works his ass off to keep up with monsters like Genji and Fubuki. Yeah. I think that's true. 100%. I actually picked Kevin from the deluxe edition box. I just haven't gotten enough like resources to actually build a Kevin. I want to run adult Kevin. I'm not sure if I want to run kid Kevin. The thing is, I might wait because we might get a 40-year-old Kevin. Because we have like old Kido, Goenji, and Mark. We have old Nelly. We also have old Arata. Like, if we get an old Somioka, I'm running him. I am running him. I might run him as a shot blocking defender, maybe. Maybe I might run him in midfield. I do want to run him as a shot blocking defender, though. Zigzag Sparkles on Demon Time and on Inazuma 11 Kevin, like, I think he might be one of the most underrated story characters. That was close. Let me save a bit of tension. Running a team around Bahamut, Crash, and Dragon Slayer? I'd say go for it. Adult Kevin with voice Final Death Zone would be insane. I am scared of like, not 40-year-old Kevin. I'm scared of Inazuma Legend Japan Kevin, because if he has Lost Death Zone, that is most likely going to be another max power long shot. Because Jetstream is 100 base power and it's 100 tension, it's a long shot, so is Grand Fire. So I'm assuming Lost Death Zone will be, because Lost Death Zone was a long shot. At least when it was introduced. I don't think it is in Galaxy, but in Chronostones it's a long shot. So yeah, I am genuinely scared of Inazuma Japan Somioka. Because Kevin's kickstart is good in this game as well. The Joey Wheeler of Inazuma 11. Where's my Fubuki? Why is he back there? Who knows? Adult Sakuma with Jungle Jam in defense. Jungle Jam is in the game files, but I don't know why they didn't. Well, I guess Inazuma Japan's not in the game yet. That makes sense, never mind. But certain moves like Ground Quake, Gyro Head, like the Italy moves, those not being in the game is kind of weird to me. Like Jungle Jam, they've changed the way the move looks as well. They made the jungle look a bit more realistic. I do like the way it looks, but it does look somewhat out of place. Ow. I've heard Astro Gates in the game files as well. Some leakers have like released a lot of the Ares and Orion moves, and a lot of them look quite good. Some of them are just reskins though, like Death Samba is just Fire Rooster, Rabbit Run is just Muckwind. Can't really remember the rest. Wish they'd add the card moves in the game. That would be cool. I remember them in Go Galaxy being like very weak, so they costed basically nothing. So you could essentially just clamp a lot of the level 99 teams with like those moves and basically lose no tension. I remember running like Card Shark on my Tetsugado. I guess a lot of people will be available in a small update after Orion Ares. I think that's going to be for like the special characters that are not from Inazuma 11, like Professor Layton, Damble Senki, Y Academy, Yokai Watch. I think all of those will be like after Orion maybe, unless they release it mid-Orion. Begging level 5 not to add the macaroni spaghetti move. I'm hoping they do, because then every time I turn on Caleb's stream, I'm going to hear him screaming that move. And I hope they add the extra source version too, or the extra source version comes if you level up the move high enough. I need an air type. What happens if I let him... I need like a striker here, because I wonder if I can score an own goal by just missing the chain. Like if I run to the edge of the box here... Don't run off the pitch, please. Like, I need Midorikawa to move a bit more forward, and then I might be able to score an own goal. Come on. Nah, it's not happening. Never mind. I know does Brazil's keeper even know that shit? I have no clue. Death Crusher Zone from Orion? I don't think that move's gonna be that bad. Because I don't think it's gonna be a long shot. Like, Last Death Zone is a long shot. So that's why it scares me. I don't think Death Crusher Zone will be a long shot. If it's a counter shot, that's cool. I'll consider running it if it's a counter shot. Macaroni spaghetti extra sauce of goalkeeper Raika? Go for it. I'm wondering if they'll add like Haizaki's goalkeeper move from Inazuma 11 SD. Because he had like his own version of like... It wasn't like Penguin the Hand, it was called Penguin Catch. It was like overhead penguin, but with his fist. Considering areas in Orion, what potential moves are there to worry about? A lot. A lot of moves to worry about. Kido, please? Nope, guess not. So we have all of the last resorts. All of those we need to worry about, because some of them are going to be counter shots. And I'm assuming that they're going to understand that a lot of them will be unviable if they're 100 power, so they're going to make some of them like 70 base power, 85 base power. So we're going to have some pretty decent like last resort counter shooting moves to go off of, maybe even like a long shot last resort. What else? Maybe Fire Lemonade Rising. I think, what else? Maybe Kori no Yari. Yeah, maybe Cold Snap. Can't wait for Haizaki to drop and make a full Penguin team when Ares drops. I'm putting Haizaki in goal when Ares drops. What other moves do we need to worry about? Make it low accurate, have last resort, be 150 power. That'll be a 300 tension cost counter. I am not using that shit if it's 300 tension cost counter. I'll use it on a striker, but not on a defender. What other moves were pretty scary in Ares Orion? Maybe the Ashura, because there's no way the Ashura is just like... If the Ashura is like base 100, then I think 100 is just going to be the cap forever. I don't think we're ever going to go higher than that. The polar bear shot used from Norco's, it's a long shot. That's a good point. That is a good point. What's it called? Like Arctic polar bear number 2, I think it's called. Which just baffles me, because where the fuck is Arctic polar bear number 1? We just never saw that shit. I'm pretty sure that move's an earth type as well. It's not even like an air type. I might need to double check, but I think that move's an earth type move. I wonder if Meteor Drop will be a counter shot. Counter Drive. Counter Drive is going to be nice. I'm hoping Counter Drive's not too strong so that it doesn't cost that much tension. Grid Omega will work as a tactic. Omega Maelstrom is probably going to be scary. Everyone on the pitch just dies. Didn't they call it bear number because they made it counter Emperor Penguin? I do not remember. We're gonna get Emperor Penguin number 2 featuring Shark. I'm still surprised that's an actual Hisatsu name. Featuring Shark. Yo. He's shooting for almost 3 hours. It's lame Hisatsu? I don't think it's that lame. I get why you think it's lame though. Imagine if they made it so if you shoot Chain Shark the Deep, the moves used become featuring Shark. That would be very weird. Who'll get special move transformation in Ares? I think it might just be him. I think some of like the... Actually no, I was thinking some of the Ares characters might just come with an awakening, but I don't think that will be the case. I was wondering if the NPC was actually going to do anything and he just stood there. How do you think they'll handle the revamp moves, the revamp versions of old moves like Fire Tornado? Ares Fire Tornado is in the game. They said they weren't going to do animations for moves like that, but I guess they changed their mind. So who knows? I'm not actually sure. They had Hot-Headed? Hot-Headed is in the game, yeah. Well, it's in the game's files. We can't use it yet. But yeah, it's in the game. If I'm talking about leaks, yeah. It's mostly Haku who doesn't like leaks because he wants to like experience everything fresh on stream since he's doing a let's play of the game. So like if he knows about leaks and stuff, it will kind of ruin the whole experience for his videos. So it's best to keep that out of his chat when he's streaming, but I'm fine talking about it here because I'm not really doing a let's play. Fire Elemental God Hand in the files? Yeah, I saw that too. I'm glad. Because then we kind of have a God Hand of each type. We don't have like a Wind God Hand, but Norika's like Splash Guard, her Uzumaki the hand, is basically just an Air type God Hand. Is Haru's Inazuma Break a different move than the original, or is the animation slightly changed? I think it's the same move, it just looks different when he does it. I haven't actually tried it on a regular Haru, I've only done it on Hero Haru, so I'm not sure. Yeah, the ball has a different traveling animation as well. It looks like Inazuma Break from like the Striker series when it travels. But like it has no scoring animation or anything like that. Looking forward to eventual Hero Clario. I'm not even sure if we'll get a Hero Clario. Maybe we will, because he was somewhat of an important character. Weird how he doesn't get that for Bahamut Crash, but he still has it. I think that Hero Haru is basically supposed to be a coverage demon. Like, you cannot... How'd I put it? There's nothing you can do if he takes a shot. You'll need a wind type goalkeeper to counteract him, because if you're not wind, then he can not guarantee, but he can guarantee like decent chip damage consistently. Grinding beans for Galaxy? I should probably do the same, but I'm kind of not. You think Last Resort Sigma will still be a 4-person move? Yes. If it's not, then that would be weird. Sad he didn't get Hitots. I think he should have got a leveled up version of it. Yeah. I don't know why they called it Unify in English. It's just a weird name for like a random Satsu. Go get it. Ranked is getting pretty boring lately since most people running the same players the whole time. Yeah, I'm considering just not playing ranked anymore. Considering areas around, do you have any serious... I'm gonna assume you said serious issues with the story implementation. I think Ares is fine. Orion's the one I don't like. Ares is like mid. Like it's okay, it's just not great. Orion I think is genuinely bad. Like story wise. Like the moves look beautiful, like everything looks great. But like the story is just terrible. And the team comp is atrocious as well. Like why is like 90% of the team just strikers? Innocent Drive looked ass. In the anime, the animation looked a bit wonky, yeah. Looked a bit like weird. I don't know how it's gonna look in the game. Little ninja guy from Ares will be on my team when he drops. Nice. I'm looking forward to using that little frog move he does. That move looks sick. Well, if they put it in the game, because as you can see, they've cut a lot of moves out of the game for no reason. But it's not even like they cut out, they're in the game files, they just didn't put them in the game. Or on launch. The finale endo was probably the single lamest move. All those diamond moves fucking suck. If you're talking about those diamond moves, I completely agree. That was garbage. That was just straight garbage. I think Yujo no God Hand looks cool. I think in context it's fine, but like that whole last match was just kind of like whatever. Like Yujo no God Hand is in the game files. And I'm scared it's gonna be like over 100 base power for a catch. I'm scared it's gonna be the strongest catch in the game. I hope we get Planet Shield back. I want to use Planet Shield on my OC. Super God Hand? I didn't like Super God Hand that much. Reskin move from Nishikage is one of his best moves in the series. Nishikage is like, I forgot what the move's called. Like, extend reach or something, like grab arm, that move. That's in the game files as well and it looks very good. Damn. I'm not a fan of some of the reskin moves, like Death Samba. Death Samba just being Fire Rooster doesn't sit right with me. Like, Rabbit Run just being Muckwind is fine, like I don't really give a fuck. But like Death Samba, like, I get that the moves do look similar in terms of animation, but like, they could have at least animated in the leap or something before they like jumped up to do the Fire Rooster kick or something like that. I want the Mixie Max moves to become usable on other characters. I need Kuroshio Ride on my OC. Same. I don't even know which move I'd pick from the, like the, what's it called, the Mixie Max moves. I might even run Great Max Norway. I might run I'm the Almighty on Sengoku. I might drop triple boost for that. Just a placeholder for now? I hope so. I really hope those are just placeholders. And I got the, well, it's not really a bug. That's just kind of something that happens. Give me the ball. What's your opinion on Aries when they split up Ramon to go to different schools? What are your thoughts on Fujin Raijin mock moves? I think the way those Fujin Raijin moves like were implemented in Orion were kind of just fucking stupid. I think in Aries they were fine though. I think they were cool in Aries. I think the Asher is cool. I think all of the Fujin Raijin moves are very cool. I like all of them, but I just think they were like implemented poorly. Apart from in the Aries. Aries ones are fine. And in terms of Raimon splitting up, I think it's somewhat okay. Kind of weird Obliteration is in a shop while the others aren't. I didn't even know like Obliteration was in a shop. One Kikuichi Monji on my avatar. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there a scout with like a reskin version of Kikuichi Monji? Or am I thinking of like a different move? If so, wait, first, am I wrong or am I right? Because if so, how much base power does that move have? Answer boost? Maybe I'm thinking of like an OC that, not OC, a scout that has it voiced instead of having it. It's like answer boosts, Azukoni Onigiri. Koteuchi has voice key creation. That's probably what I was thinking of. I was hoping there would be like a reskinned version of it that's weaker, because then that would be like a 45 base power move, since all of the scout moves are quite weak. Then I could run like a 90 tension counter. But I don't think any of the scouts have like a counter shot as their special move. Diamond Ray and Diamond Edge are cool, but I think Mark just copying the like diamond moves of Clario, like it was written into the story poorly. It was just not a like great watching experience. Wait, is there a scout with like a counter shot? Because I know there's a scout with flying Marin instead of flying fish. Is that a long shot? There's not. That's a shame. I was hoping we'd have like a super weak counter shot. It is a long shot. That's a shame then. Silver Wolf Legend? Yeah, I've seen those ones. The best part about some of those scouts is the move is not in their third slot on their Abalone board, so you can actually take that move off and give it to your OC. Can you? Unless they patched it out, then yeah. Because like when I first beat the story, I was able to take moves off of my story characters and just put them on my OC. I can check now, because maybe the story. Yeah, for Keshins you couldn't. I tried that on like that first stream I did. I tried that for hours and it just didn't work. I wasted so many new possibilities on that as well. That's such a shame. For moves that are in the player's third slot, you just cannot take them off. Because the third slot is their like special slot. It's like a Keshin slot. And that move is set in stone. It's the same with your OC. You literally cannot take that move off of your OC and put it on someone else. Actually, let me pass to you. I want to dribble down the middle and I want to see if I can score an own goal by passing back. Actually, I think this might be better. If I do this... Wait. See if I can get past this focus battle real quick. Nah. I was going to try and press the move up button for everyone to move up. It would have been... Wait... If I have enough tension, I can do this. Makes sense to be fair, we'll be too broken. I kind of get where you're coming from. Turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. Might be able to score an own goal. And then if I just don't chain it, if I let it blow past me. Oh, wait, fuck. Damn, I messed it up. I'll try again next match. My brain was not turned on. So have any diamond moves apart from the shooting moves being confirmed or likely to be in the game? I haven't seen any of the like diamond goalkeeping moves. I'd assume diamond armor's in the game since it's just a reskin of like Nishikage's move. But I have no clue. You can't rip moves off of them, then they patched it out then. Or maybe it was just a bug because of the story mode and the main game merging. Because now that I think about it, I only did it on characters that I got from the story mode. I'm facing Chrono Storm. What's the worst move animation-wise I've seen in the game? I don't know, I think all the moves currently in the game are fine. I think they all look good. Yeah, XP orbs are useless now, I agree. Since Orion is all anime, you can assume all moves will be present. Maybe. Monkey turn has to be one of the weirdest. I mean, you're not wrong, no. Alright, this is the last match and then I'll end stream. I also do have a question. Like, on my Nishiki's Abalone board, like, I cannot equip Keshin armed back onto him. It's just bugged as a Keshin. Is that still a bug in the game, or, like, is there a way to bypass that now? Have I claimed the baby Korra Dragon shot? Is that the one you get via code? Because if it's via code, I thought that we couldn't redeem those yet. There's a potential. What do you think the strongest shot from all of Ares and Orion moves? Strongest shot. Strongest shot. In terms of Ares, it's probably going to be like Flying Colors, or I don't think Fire Lemonade's going to be like as strong as like it was in the anime. I think they're going to nerf it down a bit, which sucks because, well, I guess it doesn't suck because it means that it costs cheaper, but I'm definitely going to be running Fire Lemonade. But, I'm actually not sure. In terms of Ares, I think Flying Colors probably, yeah. And then in terms of goalkeeping, from Orion, I think Ashura and Yujin or Godhand are going to be quite good. In terms of midfield, I have no clue. Defense is probably going to be like the Filter or something. There's a tournament between 10 I can't even speak. There's a tournament between 10 content creators. Well, that's good for them. I mean, I have the JP keyboard, but like, I'm pretty sure if you redeem the, like, the characters that are not supposed to be in the game, they just take them away from you. Because they did that whole eerie smiley thing where they turn them into characters with like a yellow smiley face and then you just lose them. Only with the Aries guys? Okay. I'll find the code later or something and then redeem it. The dragon move that I'm looking forward to using most is Land Dragon. Like, when I was a kid I didn't like it as much, but like, as I got on older, Land Dragon's such a cool move, so is Dragon Cannon. I want to use Dragon Cannon as a counter shot, and then Land Dragon I just want to use in general. That move goes crazy. Land Dragon, I'll probably run it on Kevin. I'll probably run Somyoko with Land Dragon, Dragon Slayer. Actually, maybe I can run like counter shot Adult Kevin. And just put Land Dragon on him as well, just in case I need someone up front for like a formation change. God knows Impact and High Beast Fang. Yeah, those moves are pretty cool. Whereas Land Dragon, it's not in the game currently. It's in the files, but it's not actually in the game itself. A lot of moves that I would assume would be in the game just kinda aren't, which sucks. Wish they would add Manga Double Tornado. Yeah, the one we have in the game, I guess it's somewhat similar. But the one in the manga was Dark Tornado and Fire Tornado, but the one we have in the game, for some reason, is Back Tornado and Fire Tornado. Attack Scan? I like Defense Scan. Defense Scan is cool. I like that one. That was in the OG games, was it not? Believe so. One Shot Command is not in the game, I think. Can't remember the name though. Which Shot Command isn't in the game? Trying to rack my brain to think, but I can't remember. Which shoot command isn't in the game? I hate with a passion Ares version of Bakunet Storm since it's just Bakunet Screw. Yeah, I hated that shit as well. Yeah, I remember seeing that and wanted to turn off the episode. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think Fireball Storm and Fireball Screw being swapped would have been cool. So it kind of would have followed the same progression as like Kevin's Dragon Slayer, where he has like a massive avatar behind him, but here's what it is. Gorge Shot. I didn't even realize that wasn't in the game. Triangle Double Z. I like Triangle Double Z. I don't like it as much as Triangle Z, like the original, but I think it's cool. I don't think I've won a scramble battle this entire stream. Favorite dragon move is Dragon Slayer, Dragon Blaster. I like Dragon Slayer a lot more than Dragon Blaster. I think my favorite dragon moves are probably Land Dragon and Dragon Slayer, yeah. It would have been nice if there was like Dragon Screw in INAZUMA 11 3, but like in the anime they use the move similar, they like chained it together like often. So it's kind of similar. I guess you can make like it you can make it yourself because they introduced chain shots in that game. I'm all for adding a lot of old Hisatsu, but they need a proper filter system for shop and abalone boards. I agree. Nah, slightly off. Wish Bahamut Crash was stronger. And fair enough. Need a proper sorting system for 99% of the game, to be honest. That I 100% agree with. What goalkeepers would make a good defender? All of them. They all have good defensive stats. So Miyoko was robbed? Yep. Dragon Crash being 50 base power instead of 60 is just dumb. And Dragon Slayer not being the same strength as Fireball Screw is dumb as well. Fire Ice Dragon thing was right there. They need to like revamp most of the menus. Like there's a lot of things that need changing. Bahamut Crash not being 85 is also dumb. Fair enough. I'll do that. Never mind. The moves they put in legendary crates are so weird. Why is the Phoenix and why is high voltage there? Why is Emperor Penguin X there as well? Okay, let me try this now. I might be able to score an own goal like this if I just leave it. Last time I pressed the button by accident because I had to cancel it. Nope, that shit goes up now. They made it so you can't own goal. The shot flies up. You didn't know the chest drop moves? The chest drops the best gloves in the game for goalkeepers. It drops Furin Kazan Destroyer, Celestial Smash, which is Tenku Otoshi. It drops... That is some bullshit. Never mind. It drops God Break. It drops Psycho 11 Hardo. It drops... What else does it drop? My brain's gone blank, I can't think. Alright, and with that, I will end the stream. Well, let's see if I actually get a new possibility. It's supposed to be guaranteed, but we'll see. Zero Magnum as well, yeah. Grand Fire 2, yeah. Omega the Hand as well. Campaign complete. Useless rewards. Love to see it. 2 legendary chests is nice. 1 new possibility is crazy. 7 matches just for 1. I should be getting 1 per match in this. And you know, before I end stream, I went in stream straight away. Now that I'm in stream, I'll open all of my chests. I'm not gonna like keep like everything we open. I'm just gonna open all of my chests to see if I get anything good. And then I'll end stream. Alright, let's go to the marketplace. We have 163 golds. Let's open all of these. We got 3 new possibilities from 163 chests. 3 of these from 163 chests. 3 from 163 chests. That's diabolical. Literally nothing useful from those. Got 6 from these. Omega the Hand, Freeing Cards and Destroyer. And some useless equipment. 2 from 1 gold chest. My luck must be terrible then. Let me go get my chest back. Right, and with that, I will end stream. Thank you to everyone who came out and watched. I am hungry now. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow once I wake up or something. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get into a habit of consistently streaming every Saturday, or at least like once a week at some point. But I'm gonna try and get a week off work for the Aries drop so that we can just like lab and like test stuff for Aries. But yeah, I think that's it. Galaxy's out in like 9 days, so like just over a week until Galaxy. I'll probably try and drop some videos on that. I am working on a video of Haku now, like a little collab on his channel. After that, I think I'll drop a video about the giveaway. And then I'll do the Ace Striker Dantoya video since I've already got the footage for that. I just need to edit it and yeah, get it. Can you farm moves? Yes, you can farm moves from chests. You can just like re-download your cross save and get your chest back if you don't get the stuff you want. But yeah, thank you for coming everyone, and I will see you, I guess, either tomorrow or next week.